Why is swearing bad? There's a documentary from 2005 that explores this very subject. The title varies depending on distribution, but its original title was simply fuck. I've also seen it titled as FK and the F word. When you swear, you're usually communicating a nasty sentiment. That's the thing people object to hearing. It's not that everyone shudders and cowers when they hear the word fuck. It's that they'd rather not listen to you angrily spew bile about how much you hate another person. That's an unpleasant thing to do and an unpleasant thing to hear. The bloody French. After the Normans came over to Britain in 1066, French was seen as the language of the nobility, and Anglo-Saxon English is vulgar and common. Lots of our favorite swear words come from that Anglo-Saxon origin. It's basically snobbery linguistic gatekeeping that's been taken too far at this point. It's not. It's societal imposed. George Carlin does a bit called 7 Dirty Words and How They Are Arbitrary. It ended up creating a case that went to the Supreme Court in the US. Who decided that? Uptight cunts. Bad is a subjective word. Depending on who you ask, you're going to get a different answer. I 31F swear a lot. I spent most of my adulthood in the military, surrounded by other people who swore a lot. I personally feel that the context is important. People can swear frequently in casual conversation, and I won't notice half the time. However, if they are throwing out slurs, speaking harshly, or attacking someone, the words carry a different meaning. The same applies to many non-swear words. For example, if someone said, "That exam was fucking miserable, I need a nap," they are emphatically voicing how draining, frustrating it was. If someone said, "FXCKU, you're a fucking idiot, I hope you rot," they'll draw a different response. In some situations, like an academic or work setting, it's considered unprofessional. Norms around swear words deem them vulgar and inappropriate. I just don't swear in those settings. Similarly, I wouldn't bring up subjects that cross situational boundaries. People make arguments about the correlation between swearing and low intelligence. I think it's an adorable sentiment. Opinions are like assholes. Some people will agree with me, the rest will say I'm a moron for saying swear words are acceptable. That makes language fun. It's not really. Words only have as much power as you let them. If profanity bothers you, I'm fucking damn sorry, but at the end of the piece of shit bastard day, it's just pixels on a screen. Used to be ink on paper, almost said that instead. Fuck me, I'm old. As for who decided it, I'd guess religion, but I don't know for sure. Society likes to have rules and gatekeepers, reasons to put people down. At some point the aristocrat classes decided that words common folk use are labels to be looked down on, so they started treating people poorly for making certain noise shapes with their mouths as opposed to other noise shapes with their mouths. It's all bullshit. I think I read a story once of some Queen of England having someone killed for using the word fall instead of autumn. It's just a flex. Pick your battles. Don't swear in front of queens. Also, science says smart people swear more. HTTPS. Languages works on the basis that each word has its own meaning. Language can also morph, change, and evolve based on how it's used. Swears exist when people start using a word to express negative connotations, and it is used to an extent that society acknowledges those negative connotations being tied to that word's definition. Because it means you do not a wide enough vocabulary to express yourself. My mum. Because old people don't like it. I think all that manners and decorum stuff boils down to letting your listener know we're on the same page with certain etiquette and manners we both see as respecting each other. When you insult someone, you break that protocol and switch to a different communication level. And if you think about it, it'd be kinda weird or off-putting to talk super formally to a friend or family member. It's not really wrong per se, just more fitting for certain social settings rather than a strict right or wrong rule. I feel like it's an outdated concept. I will be teaching my child that context and usage in appropriate situations is important. It loses its point once it becomes normalized. Gosh darn it. It's for special occasions only and it's not for children. Gosh darn it. Every time you swear Jesus gets hit by a train. I don't really know that. Jesus. It isn't. There are times and places where it is best and others where it is not. But like many words, intent is key, but many people do not understand that. I taught my kids that if they were using swear words at home to tell a story, entertain, or to help others, all good. And if they were not sure about how others might react to those words, don't use them in front of them. The way I was raised, bad words are any words used to hurt other people. My family never cared if I used the F word, the S word, or the A word, so long as I used them appropriately. There would only be a problem if I used the N word, the C word, the P word, etc. Religion, etiquette, cultural norms, etc.